to tell you what, this episode is through the roof, baby. Through the roof. You're not even going to believe, even when I tell you, you're not going to believe who is here with us today. I got a blast from the past like you wouldn't believe, man. I got a guy, think about, now put your memory, your memory caps back on and think about that back in the days when rap hit, you know. Rap was real popular. We had Vanilla Ice, we had Ice-T, we had Ice Cube out there, man. They were just blazing these paths of rap music. They were making it real, man. And you guys probably remember there was another famous one too. And he was kicking it too and doing really good for a long time, but with one exception. He came out and made it famous just about the time crack really took over the neighborhood. And you probably remember reading more about him in the newspaper and on the local news than you do his songs, you know, because he did have quite a few hits. Cracking on Heaven's Door, Let There Be Crack. I mean, he had a bunch of great ones, but he was hopelessly hooked on crack. And he kind of went down the tubes and had to do some prison time and all that. And, you know, he's back out now, and he's got a really exciting thing going on with the government. He's trying to get funded and get licensed to do something to help the inner city kids with a entrepreneurial idea that he's had that's really coming out great. And he's also got another song. He's trying it also with the rap. He's trying to come back with a song. In fact, we're going to interview him shortly here, and then afterwards, at the closing, I got a little excerpt of a video that he's got that he's trying to come back, and it's a story of him telling about his treacherous downfall with crack cocaine and the Phoenix uprising that he's had. The name of the song is Kracked Ice, and he's going to do pretty much a performance of the whole thing. We hope we can talk him into it. He's kind of busy now with this thing he's got going on with the inner city kids. But anyway, everybody out there, put your hands together for Kracked Ice. I know it's been like 15 years, but it don't look like it's been 15 years, you know?
Like I say, black don't crack.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I just got a couple questions for you here. Welcome. Okay. Now, before you perform your latest song, which you're going to do later for us and all that, one of the biggest questions that I always wanted to know growing up and everybody else wanted to know, and nobody seemed to have the answer, and there was a bunch of falsehoods floating around like you get with so much of the music generation. Your name is Kracked Ice, and nobody believes that you were actually born Kracked Ice, and I actually heard that you were born Kracked Ice.
That's right,
Marshall.
Well, man, I'm glad you asked. Yes, Krack Ice is my real name, and this is how I got it. You see, my dad was at the hospital the day I was born and witnessed the birth. Afterwards, he went down to the local gin joint to celebrate with his friend. You know, they was kicking it, having some cold brews and shooting some pool, when some crazy dude came up and tried to rob my dad at gunpoint. Well, one of my dad's homies came up behind the dude with the block of ice and smashed it over his head. And the ice broke up and goes everywhere. I mean, chunks of ice were scattered all over the floor. And then my father looked down. My father looked down on the ground. You know he was stomping the dude's head in. And he sees a piece of ice on the floor with a beam of sunlight from the window, beaming through it. And just then, he sees my face in the ice. And that was it. I became Kracked Ice.
I gotta tell you what, man, I have been wanting to know that story that you just told me. I heard so many crazy things, Kracked Ice. I heard that you actually fell off the side of a mountain because the ice cracked and you survived. I heard that you were flying an airplane and ran into a side of a mountain and cracked. I heard so many crazy things. Man, I gotta tell you, man, that addiction thing, addiction to crack sounds really terrible, really awful.
Yeah, that witness told crack is whack.
Yeah, I remember when Whitney told over that. I could have swore though that I think that she was still maybe whacked on. She was real skinny at the time and stuff. So anyway, you know, here we are. We're painting a picture of your addiction, your successful crack. Your successful rap career that kept getting struck down by crack lightning bolts.
Couldn't do that.
You know, and you're trying, but the addiction keeps going over. So I mean, eventually, you had to get tired of this yourself. I mean, tell me, what was the final straw that broke the camel's back? I mean, where was a lightning bolt that came out of the sky and said, Kracked Ice, it's time to get off the crack and do a straight line? I mean, how bad did you get? What was the straw that broke the back?
Well, man, let me tell you. Let me think about that.
Take your time. Take your time.
You know what? That's an easy one, man.
Yeah.
I was driving my car, heavy duty, under the influence, when I suddenly saw red, white, and blue lights behind me.
Man.
Yeah. You know, red, white, and blue is colors of freedom until they're flashing behind you.
Yeah, that's
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
Cars behind you. You feel me?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Anyway, this cop came up to my window and says, "I'm looking for drugs, and that's why I pulled you over." Can you believe that? That's why he pulled me over.
He pulled you over
He pulled me because he was looking for drugs. Man, I was so wasted. I says to the car, "So am I. Hop in and let's look together."
Wow,
Can you believe that?
man. I mean, that had to be the point where you definitely. That would have broke my back too, for sure. But anyway, we got Kracked Ice here once again. It's been a year. We finally got him here. He's a busy guy. He's also got something coming on right now that he's trying to work with the government for the inner city kids. And he was smart enough to finally come up with a use for, you know how the younger men and the kids in the black communities, they're wearing their underwear way up with their pants pulled down. And so Kracked Ice came up with a brilliant idea to sell advertising space on the top of the underwear. So like you could see a kid just, instead of just seeing his white underwear, you could like see Walmart or
that is correct.
Tom's Restaurant or whatever. And he's trying to get the legal papers to do this right now. And you know what? I'm going to wish you the best of luck on that.
Thank you, man.
Anything that we can do to help you, we will. And now we're going to go to a commercial. And when we come back from the commercial, we're going to have a bit of the video of Kracked Ice's latest soon-to-be smash hit, Rap Attack. All right. Thanks for coming, man. Straight from Kick-Ass Podcasts and Kick-Ass Records, we're bringing you the best of Kracked Ice. All of his greatest songs all in one volume for you. Remember some of the great ones like Addicted to Crack.
Might as well face it, you addicted to crack.
What's crack got to do with it?
What crack got to do with it? Got to do with it.
And who could ever forget? She's a crack smoker.
I want to smoke crack with somebody. I want to feel a heat with somebody.
Just send 14 payments of $12.99 to Kick-Ass Records to pick up your volume of the best of Kracked Ice.
Might as well smoke crack. Crack. And another one smoke. And another one smoke. And another one smoke. Crack.
Limited time offer. Order now or it'll be too late for Kracked Ice.
Long time ago, when things was cool, I was making that paper, not playing the fool. Living in the mansion, floating in the pool. Not looking before crack took me back to school. Just take one puff, that's what they say. You won't get hooked, there's no way. But that was wrong, the word was right. Cause I went and had me a crack attack. Crack attack, crack, 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 crack attack. Crack attack, good God, crack, 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 crack attack. Good God, y'all, crack attack. Cause the crack, my life went down the tube. Feeling like that without the lube. Crack attack, crack, 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 crack attack. Crack attack, crack, 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 crack attack. Good God, y'all, crack attack. Crack attack, crack, 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 crack attack. Good God, y'all. Just take one puff, that's what they say. You won't get hooked, there's no way. But there was wrong, the word was right. Cause I went and had me a crack attack. Crack attack, crack, 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 crack attack. Crack attack, crack, 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 crack attack. Used to just kick it, doing my thing. known around town as the hood rat king. That was long time ago when crack came a knocking. Long before I stopped taking a socket. I gotta put this crack pack down today, or the man in blue is gonna take me away. Crack, 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 crack attack. Crack attack. Crack, 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 crack attack. Krack attack. Crack, 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 crack attack. Crack attack. Crack, 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 crack attack. Good God, y'all.
Hey, welcome back. Boy, that was some video, wasn't it, man? The Krack Attack. I mean, it's kind of like him telling a glorious story of falling down into the depths of hell and rising like a phoenix back up to the top. Kracked Ice, man, we really hope that you stick to your guns, lift your head up, keep it up. And I really hope that the underwear advertisement in the inner city works out for you, because listen, I would really like to see an advertisement on the back of those underwears. I mean, I never did understand the point of having them pulled up anyway, but at least they'll be doing service to a community. So everybody, when you see the inner city thing working, when you see the underwear and you see the advertisements on them, call the number on the bike. Every few underwears will have Kracked Ice's phone number or beeper number. I think he still carries a beeper around. And, rent the space and help out the inner cities, everybody. Another episode of Kick-Ass Podcast. See you next week. Thanks for showing up.